And joining us now with more about Facebook is tech journalist David Kirkpatrick. He is the author of The Facebook Effect, a look at the impact of the social network on our world. And good morning to you, David. Great to have you with us.
Thanks for having me.
So what's the reaction inside of Facebook today? They got to be happy. They really got paid at the top of the range, but there's some trepidation about this falling flat.
A lot of them did party last night. There's no question in a big way. For them, it was a huge win. I mean, look, they achieved what they wanted to achieve, which was to raise an awful lot of money to give liquidity to the early investors and to the employees. And as Mark said, right after the NASDAQ bell rang, he said, let's get back to work. I can't wait to see what you're going to invent next. That's the mindset. At the company, a lot of people were posting on their Facebook page, on their status update, they were just putting the figure 1%. That's all they put. And you know what they meant by that was, we are only 1% of the way there. It's sort of a way of saying, we're just getting started. Keep your eye on us.
I thought they were saying we're part of the 1% now.
We're
in the 1%.
They certainly are part
good,
of the 1%
and they
as
were,
well.
but they didn't know it.
Here's the thing, though. They can say that, but clearly growth for them in the future, that's very good.
That was really good.
Clearly, the growth for them in the future is going to look very different. I mean, they can say they're only 1% of the way there, but more than 50% of the people in this country are on Facebook.
No, but don't think of it that way. 7 billion people on the planet. That's what they think.
How many billion on Facebook right now?
900 million.
Okay.
Mark really believes that he can get to the majority of the planet. And in fact, if you look at the growth they've been experiencing in the last couple of years, it's been in Indonesia and Brazil, South Africa, Nigeria. These are the places where they are targeting. Now, the reality is that those markets generally are not very lucrative. There's not a big internet advertising market in those countries. But the point is they have a really long-term view. And that's where the disjunct occurs, because Wall Street has a really short-term view. And this is, it's an odd thing for a company with such a big picture social mission as Facebook to kind of butt up against the very short-term, money-oriented mindset of Wall Street.
And they can afford to have that long-term view because there may be individual shareholders now, but Zuckerberg still controls the company.
Absolute,
fully
total,
and
complete
completely.
Control, 57% of the voting power. And I think it's a good thing.
You think it's a good thing?
Yeah, I think if he didn't have control, they would crash and burn very quickly. It's too precarious, too hard. There's so many moving parts. They have global regulation, they have privacy, they have changing social behavior. It's big, it's complicated.
Everything comes from Mark. Yeah.
Well, whether for better or for worse.
David Kirkpatrick.
Thanks, David.
Thanks for having me.